Well, good morning, world. I am Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm super excited about my morning conversation this morning. This is going to be a great one. Every morning, I've had the privilege lately to just dive into a talk with some incredible people doing amazing things and setting themselves apart here in the earth. I think it's very important that we all learn how to capitalize on something that we discovered as relates to our purpose or potential being maximized, and just simply saying, you know what, I'm going to show up and I'm going to give my best self to humanity. I'm going to show up and I'm going to put in the work to blaze a trail and establish a path that will cause me to make a difference in the earth while I'm here. And so this morning, I'm joined with Miss Jocelyn Charles. Listen, unmute yourself, Miss Lady. It is so good to have you joining us. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great this morning. Thank you so much for having me here.
Man, listen, you've been following the platform for a while. We worship at the same church. You have a passion and a commitment to do what you do, and you've been showing up, with massive commitment. Tell our viewing audience a little bit about Jocelyn.
I'm Jocelyn Charles, born and raised in Biloxi, Mississippi. I'm from the Gulf Coast. It's not quite the Bahamas, but it
Come
is a
on.
beautiful place. I'm a Gulf.
So y'all got beaches in the Gulf Coast?
Beautiful beaches, not just
Nice.
beaches, beautiful beaches.
Excellent. All right now.
I've been in Dallas, Texas for 24 years.
Uh-huh.
I am a divorcee. From that marriage, I have two children, two lovely children, teenagers now. Damien is 17. He's a junior in high school. He loves the arts. Anything that has to do with center stage, he's there. And I have a 14-year-old daughter, Noreen, and she was diagnosed with autism at 3 years old. She is beautiful and bright, loving, the sweetest girl in the world. She just steals your heart, and she kind of runs the show. And I've been with my company. I'm a claims adjuster, and I work in workers' compensation, and it is a busy, busy field. I've been doing that for about 4 years now, but I've been with my company for 24 years, almost 24 years.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, go ahead.
Yes, almost 24 years. I've been there. Shortly after I came to Dallas, I got that job, and it's been on since then. I've just been right there. It's a good, loving family, a lot of opportunity for growth. And I'm still there. I'm still with them, and it's a blessing.
That's awesome. And I know that 24 years, that's a commitment. That's a decision. That's an understanding that part of success requires consistency. It's a level of locking in on something, and that's something we don't see a lot today. People move and shift so much. So I commend you. I know Noreen and Damien, and Damien occasionally will pick up the phone and give me a call. He has the deepest of questions. I just want you to know. He'll dive in. Hey, listen, I want to ask you a couple of questions, okay? I love it. He asked me, hey, what book you are reading? Which book should I be reading? If I want to be successful, what do I need to do? Well, in addition to that, you've been doing Mary Kay, and I've had the privilege of buying some stuff. I didn't know for a long time that actually Mary Kay had stuff for men. Let's talk about that for a minute before we dive into a deeper understanding. A lot of people, probably like me, don't know that Mary Kay has a line of products for men.
Of course. Mary Kay does. Men loves to wash their face. They have to wash their face also. And they want to look good, and they want to stay looking younger, longer, just like women. And they may not talk about it as much, but they have the same desires. We all want to show up and look our best and feel our best. Great product line, eye cream, shaving cream, aftershave cream, all that great stuff. Cleanser, moisturizer. It has everything that women need for their skincare regimen. We have that for men as well. It's an awesome.
Being a Mary Kay consultant, tell me why Mary Kay?
Why Mary? I said yes to Mary Kay when I found out more about the foundation or the opportunities. I'm a 70s girl, so I've always grown up knowing about Mary Kay. Most American girls, if you're born in the 70s and 80s, but I was in my 40s when someone first introduced me formally to the opportunities.
Yeah.
And what I learned at that time, I was at an event. I learned about how she started this organization in 1963 after she retired from corporate America. She was in her 40s. She took her savings, $5,000, and launched a business for women. Because while in corporate America, she learned that women weren't really treated fairly. They weren't given the opportunity. Women had their place.
Yeah.
And she knows that she was intelligent and bright, and so many women just like herself. So she built a platform and launched her business, Mary Kay Cosmetics, to give women the opportunity to lead and to grow and be their own bosses,
Yes.
take care of their families,
Yes.
and just give them the opportunity to shine and bless other women. So it's definitely a business made by a woman for women. That I really loved that. And I loved her core values as well. She was all about treating people the way you want to be treated. She drove that home.
Yeah.
And she was a classy woman. I love
Yeah.
that. Yes. And
Yeah.
she wanted to make sure women built their foundation and built their business by putting God first, family second, and career third.
Yeah.
So it was like a little Mary Kay Trinity, but it's the perfect balance.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is someone who is solid. You know,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
would want
Yeah.
to follow this platform? And at the time in my life, I really needed something that was good, and I knew that would really bless me and develop me and grow into the woman I envisioned myself to be.
Excellent. Listen, let's dive into that core value. I mean, when you think about the core value of Mary Kay, you know, which one or two of them really like, man, listen, let me tell you something. This is one of them right here that I'm in love with this company about, but also it connects and resonates so much more with me and who I am. Which one or two would you say really is the kicker for you?
It was the treat people the way you want to be treated. I have always followed that from a teenager. It's just something that set in my spirit. You know, it's a lot of times that you want to, we want to react or respond a certain way, but it just helped me with the way I deal with people and the way I respond to people and everything. So treat people the way you want to be treated was the thing that really pulled me in. I was like, aha, I always tell myself that. I teach my children that it's very important, and it matters to how you show up, and it matters in your relationships that you build and develop and the people that are drawn to you.
Excellent. So let's talk about the fact that you have a career, you have a job that you've been on for a long time. There are a lot of people that will be watching us and don't know, could I do something like this? When you're learning to manage this, you're learning to raise two kids, you're learning to still hold a solid job, engage yourself with a number of other activities within the community. You're an active person in your church. We both go to the same church, Pathway of Life. Come on. All right. Dallas, Texas all day, ladies and gentlemen. But you've decided to do Mary Kay. Talk to us about that. That's the term. Well, I've been pushing multiple streams of income, that side gig. How important is that, and what got you deciding that I'm going to keep that moving for me moving forward?
Well, first and foremost, I needed the additional income. I was broke, you know. I was a single parent raising two children. I still am, but I was po-check to po-check, as I've learned from natural.
So
Uh,
check the phone check. We
Po-check,
gotta fix that.
po-check. Yes, Sabrina Goodwin Monday. I got that from her, but it's so true. It was more than just paycheck to paycheck. And I got tired of struggling, and I knew there had to be more. I liked the fact that I could be my own boss and shape my own hours, and I can decide when I want to climb the career path. I can decide when I want to give myself a pay increase my income. But primarily it started right there. Need an additional income to better support my family and to do it my way. And so it was a no-brainer to me just to go for it and set my roots in the foundation and a company that really cared about women and has had an impact across the world.
Nice. Let's talk about budgeting. You said I was paycheck to paycheck. We have Money Mondays, and one of the things I teach here on effective living is you got to take control of your money, but you got to start where you are. And baby steps are necessary, and you got to realize this is where I am. I'm operating at a paycheck to paycheck level, but I don't want to stay here. What was that for you? That decided, you know what? This is not the way I'm going to continue living forever. I'm going to change some things. What was that for you?
That for me is exactly, you have to change some things. So, if you are a woman where you feel like you don't even have the money to start Mary Kay, first of all, it's $100. And if that's your position, you need to start a business in Mary Kay. That's what find the money. Find the money, because you're going to make money. We're in 40 markets across the world. Yeah. Everyone knows about Mary Kay. Everyone knows the products work. So if you want to increase the income, you just have to step out there, do a small investment. The company takes the greatest loss. If you don't want to do Mary Kay and you find out that this is not for you, you get to send everything back and get 90% back. So you're not losing money. You're going to gain money, and you're going to connect with people, and you're going to grow. And that's what, it's not the love of money, but we need money to have choices and to live the life that we want to live.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to be willing to invest in yourself. And if for Mary Kay, it's not a big investment monetary wise. Just go for it.
Yes, I like that. When you think about the benefits, let's talk about some more of the benefits. There are people who are watching who may not know that with doing a Mary Kay business, there are these benefits. Let's dive into those for a few minutes.
Along with the phenomenal training, you can grow into an awesome leader, but you first have to believe, of course, that you can be a leader. You can grow in your network of people. You're going to meet some beautiful, wonderful, fierce women, some powerful women who don't need that in their life if they're trying to grow and blossom as well. And as I mentioned previously, you can be your own boss. You don't have to have someone else telling you when you have to get up, when you have to clock out. You set your schedule. You decide when you want to climb the career path, when you want to give yourself a pay increase. It's very rewarding. You get all the pats on the back. You're celebrated for your accomplishments. And in corporate America, you don't always get celebrated. It's quick to find out when you have done something wrong, but you can be killing yourself essentially and not be celebrated. In America, you're going to be celebrated. You're going to get paid. You're going to win prizes, diamonds, trips, cash bonuses. There's so much out there.
And a pink Cadillac, I think. There's a pink Cadillac.
The ultimate trophy on wheels. That pink Cadillac. Men recognize the pink Cadillac. You see that?
Yeah. Let's talk about this. When you're starting something like this, because there are people who might say, I'm interested in Mary Kay. I'm interested in doing something on the side, but I'm not a people's person. I'm shy. I'm reserved. I don't know about approaching people about selling something. What was it for you that got you to say, you know what, it's I got to make that money and I got to get out of the reserve, Jocelyn, if that was you, or simply saying I have to increase my community to be able to increase my clientele and get to know some people to make that money? What was that for you to get to a place for those who are watching who needs to know that, hey, you can do this?
Absolutely. First and foremost, everyone wants to look good. And so Mary Kay is a skincare and cosmetics line. And so I'm a woman who like to look good. And when you show up looking your best, you're going to draw people to you. You just have to be willing to open your mouth and say, oh, well, I use Mary Kay in my skincare, or I wear Mary Kay cosmetics. And it's not necessarily just coming at others trying to pitch a sale. You may see someone who is sharp. You may see someone who look like they have it together. And you just start a conversation that way. You will be naturally drawn to those individuals who look like they're taking good care of themselves. And you can also see that woman who looks like she needs someone to show her some love and attention. And it's not necessarily about approaching it from a sales mentality. You definitely need to have that in the back of your brain, but it's about blessing others and being willing to share what's working for you. Because if you use the skincare products, it's going to show. People are going to compliment you and tell you, okay, I like how you're looking. What have you done differently with your skin? And there you go. You just let it fall out your mouth, and people are going to be interested. If you show up looking your best, people want some of that for themselves. And so it's not always about would you try this cleanser, or would you try this product, or what do you think about this? It's about just sharing with people and blessing women, because there are some women who are going through things in life where they're feeling really low and they just need somebody to love on them.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where I was at that time. I was, just scrambling, just trying to survive. That was my mindset at the time. And so when someone offered the opportunity to me and looked me in my eyes, and it was the best thing. It was one of the best yeses I've made.
Would you say Mary Kay was a confidence builder, and the community is a healthy tribe to affiliate yourself with when you're wanting to come up for money and for community and for progression? Talk to us about that.
Yes, the culture is beautiful. Like I said, it's God first, family second, career third. And that has drawn a lot of women to this company. And you will be embraced. Your confidence level through your training, through your director, your coach, your trainer, is going to go through the roof. Things in your life and around your life will begin to shift. It activates things in a positive way. You want more out of life in different areas in life once you start a business like this. And so there's so many benefits to it. You just have to trust and go for it if you're wanting more. Leadership, community networking with awesome women from all walks of life. I like that a lot. It's very diverse, extremely diverse. And so when you expose yourself to more diverse individuals, you will grow. You will grow in confidence. You will grow in your skill set. And you just show up better and stronger over time. And you look up and you're like, okay, who is this woman in the mirror? But you'll love that woman in the mirror as well.
Yes, healthy community. That's clear. That's built into the company. On your rise to where you are with your soberness of mind, how important has community been to you? And there are a lot of people who are out there watching us. It starts with community. It's making sure that you don't stay alone and believing, you know what, my current state is where I'm going to permanently be. But I can get out of this. I can change some things if I would connect to a community like a Mary Kay. If I can connect to a faith-based community, which you have. If I can stay connected to a company that will stabilize my income and so forth. So, in your view, how important overall has community been to you in your rise to this place of taking control of your life?
It's been very, very, very impactful on my life. It's been nothing but a blessing. I have met some wonderful women I'm so grateful to God for, and they will be in my life forever. I see that, and some women get in Mary Kay and they stop doing it, but you stay connected to those women because um, just because what has both drawn you to the business. Women they get it. They're sharp, they're loving, they're caring, and it's just invaluable. You have to just stay connected. And sorry, I got off track, but you will meet a lot of beautiful people in their spirit, and you will grow to be one of them. If you don't even believe that in yourself, you will continue to do that. So community is important for your self-growth and your self-confidence and your ability to show the same to others so they can grow and develop as well.
You know the song "I'm a Survivor," right?
Yeah.
And so obviously you've set yourself up to be a survivor, a fighter. I mean, do you lock in on that term now? Do you feel as though you've had to tell yourself, listen, I'm going to fight my way to where I believe I belong. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to set myself up to have what I believe life has for me. I'm not going to settle. Let's talk about that just for a minute as we bring our show almost to a close. I want to talk about the commitment that you have to give to yourself to go to the training when you may not have felt like going to the training, to pushing that sale when, you know, you could have decided, you know what, I'm not this week, not this month, but you knew that there was something more that you wanted and you made a commitment to go after that. Let's talk about that decision to remove yourself from accepting where you've been to deciding to get to where you're needing to go.
In that decision, I had to realize that no one is going to come save me. I have to go get it myself. Often we think that sometimes we seem to believe that God, he does not care about our feelings like that. You know, he comforts us and all those things, but we have to do the work. I had to realize, hey, if I don't want to stay stuck, I have to step forward, scared and afraid, and and reach out to those I know who can help me, lean on those who, you know, they will come to you when you are ready to do something in life and ready to pull yourself out of a rut. God will place the right people in your path. And so, but you definitely have to make the decision to believe in yourself.
Listen,
In your book,
yeah.
this book,
Go on.
this book, Effective Living book, chapter 4 is my favorite chapter because it talks about believing in yourself is a choice. And I didn't always look at it that way. You know, you hear believe in yourself, but to say it was a choice, I was like, yeah, it really is a choice. Because if you continue to tell yourself that, that you can, you can, and if you tell yourself that you can't, that is the truth. You can't do it. You know, that's exactly what's going to happen. So you have to be willing to do the work, through your fears, through your insecurities, one step at a time. um, Give yourself some grace as long as you are moving forward and not giving up. You have to work through those things that want to keep you, that can keep you back. You have to be willing to move forward, scared, stumbling, messing up, all of that. And it's okay. And that's how you get to know more about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and you have to learn those things about yourself in order to correct it, to grow through it, and to move forward.
Wow, that is so good. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here on Effective Living. Jocelyn just said, listen, nobody's coming to save you. You gotta decide, hey, listen, man, there's something don't forget the lifestyle you promise yourself is something that I've been pushing a lot lately. And so you just got to know that there's so much more on the other side of discipline, dedication, just a commitment to go after it. But in addition, you said, if you fall down, don't be afraid if it didn't work out initially. Just get back up and keep going. That's pretty much what I was getting out of that as well. Hey, try again. Every new day is an opportunity to begin again, right? Yeah. And you just got to take responsibility for your life. Don't be afraid. Embrace the chance that you've been given on a daily basis and tell yourself, I'm going to learn. I'm going to get better. Jocelyn, let's talk about your goals for the business for Mary Kay.
Well, now that we're in this pandemic, I'm ready to step up. My goals are to share with women on this virtual platform to totally take advantage of it. So women can see something in themselves that, hey, I can do this. You can do this and still be your true, authentic self. There are women who will be attracted to you and encouraged and motivated. And so that's what I plan on doing with this platform to show up bigger virtually, so I can invite women and share to join me in this journey. Because Mary Kay may not be, you may think I'm not in sales, but it can be a vehicle to help you get to wherever your passion is in life. if you have natural leadership skills, or if you want to develop leadership skills, it's the place for you. And so that's what I want to do going forward. I'm ready to climb the career path
Yeah.
and take it to the next level. I got things to do. My son is on his way to college, and my confidence level has shifted. And so I want to bless others with that, and help them realize they have what it takes to be successful. And this can be your vehicle, even if it's not something that you're super passionate about. But if you're good in sales, or if you're a good leader, or if you care about people and want to bless others, it's the perfect place to start and plant yourself so it can take you to where your true desire is.
Wow. In closing, before we go to our closing, I heard this in there and I want to ask you about it. Is it safe to say for those people who want to become, even trusting the process of enrolling, they can find themselves that the company make them a better person just because of affiliation, by going through the training, by deciding, you know what, I may be reserved, but if I get the training can help me to not be so reserved. I may have a lack of confidence, but getting the training and being involved in a community like a Mary Kay business, I can now find myself having confidence over time. Is it safe to say you can come in one way and end up becoming so much better while engaging in all of the opportunities?
Absolutely. That is it right there. I was a mess when I came to Mary Kay. You have your good beliefs about yourself,
Yeah,
but I was like, oh, I can't see myself up there talking to people.
yeah,
I've been in Mary Kay 5 years, and so I would not have seen myself today doing what I'm doing right now,
yeah,
because I was insecure, I was unsure of myself, I was beating myself up.
yeah.
So you will definitely grow in confidence. It will definitely help you evolve into that woman you see yourself, you envision yourself as. So you just have to step out there and go for it. What is there to lose?
Yeah.
That's what I had to tell myself. Just go scared, go unsure, just go. I had nothing to lose, because what I had in my hand at the time, or in front of me, I didn't like what I was seeing, but
Yeah.
I was able to visualize the woman I wanted to be. And then I was surrounded suddenly around by so many fabulous, phenomenal women. And that just gave me so much encouragement.
Yeah.
And I learned to tap into who I truly am, because you can get lost with trying to um, mimic somebody else. And sometimes that may be what you need to do if you just don't have a
Initially,
clue.
yeah. Initially, the stuff. Yeah.
Initially. And then you come into yourself
Yeah.
as you start to connect with women, sharing products with women, and not necessarily women in the business, but your customer base.
Yeah.
Your true authentic self will eventually come out, and you just have to embrace that. And that's empowering. It makes you feel great, and you want more of that.
This is so good, Jocelyn. Hey, listen, I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. Tell our viewing audience how they can contact you. There will be some who says, you know what, I need to contact this lady for my Mary Kay products. And as you mentioned at the beginning, Mary Kay does sell stuff for guys. And
Yep.
so maybe someone want to connect with you in that regards, or they want to learn about the business. How can people follow you? How can they get in contact with you?
Well, I do have a Mary Kay business page on Facebook. It is Miss Jocelyn Charles, Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. I also have my Mary Kay website. It's marykay.com/Miss Jocelyn, and that's MSJOCELYN. And you can also direct message me on Facebook Messenger.
Excellent. Closing thoughts. Anything that you want to say to our viewing audience? Remembering, hey, Jocelyn Charles, ladies and gentlemen, Mary Kay, why I decided to do it. That was our talk this morning, and you're doing a phenomenal job, and we cheer you on, because the goal here with this platform is to help people to understand you're supposed to take control of your life. And there are different ways you can do that. It's clear that you're taking control of your life, and you are charting a course that is allowing you to wake up every day saying, you know what, I'm loving the journey and I'm loving who I'm becoming. Closing thoughts as we get ready to finish our talk.
just believe in yourself. You have to start somewhere and give yourself some grace, because you could be 6 foot under. We could be dead. I could be
Yes.
dead. And so if I just kept the mentality that I couldn't do it or I wasn't good enough, that is a lie. You are worthy. You should give yourself a chance and go after whatever your dreams are. And it's okay to acknowledge the areas. We must acknowledge the areas that we need to grow and be confident in and work towards it. Take baby steps, and it's okay to do it afraid. But nothing changes unless you change. Nothing changes unless you take the first step. It doesn't matter how much you pray. It doesn't matter how much you cry.
Yeah.
You have to step out there and go for it and give yourself some grace. Laugh
Right.
at yourself.
Yeah.
When you mess up, it's all right. It's okay. But
Wow.
you get up the next day and you go at it again, and then you'll get better, and that feels great. And then you want more of it. So keep going at whatever it is you're after. And if you're afraid to take this first step, just know it is okay to do it afraid.
Nice. It is okay to do it afraid. I love that. Laugh at yourself. And that's really, really healthy. And deciding to just go back at it again, even if it didn't work out the
Right.
first time. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here on Effective Living. Connect with Jocelyn. She gave you the information. Do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel. Put a comment below and say what was the thing that really got your attention as to what she said this morning that stood out for you. And then share this with someone else. You may know a mother, you may know a lady who may need to be getting into the Mary Kay business and say, hey, listen to this lady. Listen how she started. Listen to where she's at right now. And she's taking control of her life, and you need to take control of your life as well. Now, here's the deal, guys. Jocelyn has registered, and she's a part of this right here. Yep, you see it right. She is going to be at our upcoming Effective Living 5K run walk. So if you want to see her in person, I want to sign up and say, listen, I want Jocelyn to sign me up for Mary Kay and get more information. You can get more information with her right here at the Effective Living 5K Run Walk. In addition, guys, for those of you desiring to manage your life and take control of every step that allows you to look at where you are and practice the things that you need to practice to get to where you're trying to go, the Effective Living Virtual Retreat is the retreat to be a part of. This is where it's at, guys. We're doing this April 9, 10, and 11. You can go to ricardomiller.com and learn more about it. Once again, meet Jocelyn Charles in person at the 5K or join us at the retreat. We're all online. You can be anywhere in the world. Be a part of the community. It's Effective Living, creating a life you don't need to take a vacation from. Jocelyn, thank you very much for a wonderful interview. Go ahead and continue to crush it and excel and make 2021 one of your best years ever. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. You have a good day.
All
Bye.
right. God bless. Bye-bye.